All right. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see if this is working. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me?
Another meeting has been scheduled for you to ignore.
Quiet, Jarvis. All right. It should be live. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Am I on? No.
Wow, Dan.
Oh,
How'd you get your tires so shiny?
That's not conducive. It's not the word I'm looking for. All right. Who do we have here? We have Raccoon, Spider, Grayson, Mako, Speed. We got the usuals. Okay. Just give me a few more minutes. Not minutes, seconds, honestly. Get everything in order. Make sure that I'm in business. Yeah, okay, I understand. Okay, cool. Okay, here. Okay. Excellent. Do. Only, only one cannoli accent. Hello there. It's a General Kenobi. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. The poster you have in the background, I have what, the Spider-Verse one? Yeah, it's awesome. I love that. Your move. Anthony Becker's here. Hello, true believers. Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. Welcome to another episode of the Face Front Show. And today we're going to be talking about Spider-Verse episode 11. Return to the Spider-Verse episode 11. So if you have not seen it, it's full spoilers. It's just letting you know now. Turn away if you have not seen it yet. But it's been up since last month, so I think we're good. How's my day coming? My day is coming great. I'm here with you guys, so my day is awesome. I'm glad to be here. Um, I have fully watched episode 11. Good. Raccoon Spider. The ending got me like, yeah, I know, man. Episode 11 was a twist. Yes. I'm glad that you all have seen it and that you all were taken aback by the ending. That was quite the twist, wasn't it? I'm here to answer your questions about it. Anything you have to ask me. Now, of course, there are some things I can't answer, like why and what's the plan and all this stuff. But if you have any questions about, what leading up to it, anything I may have hinted at, any clues, anything while you're trying to piece it together, I can fill in the blanks for you. Let's see. I could have sworn there has to be a real master planner around there. There was a real master planner. She was standing right there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break your heart, but she's the master planner. I can't. I almost can't say it out loud because I've been keeping it a secret for so long. But here it goes. Oh, Gwen Stacy is the master planner. Oh gosh, that. Woo! I said it out loud and live to an audience. That. Oh goodness. Okay. Let's see. I was speechless when I saw that ending. A lot of people were. I was speechless, and I made it. Oh goodness, yeah, it was. It's crazy, true believers. This has been the plan the entire time. Well, I'll go into that. But yeah, Master Player is supposed to be the self, not what I know, and I kept telling you guys nobody would guess it. I kept saying nobody would guess who the Master Planner is, and nobody did. And so here we are. I'm surprised it took Andrew that long to find Gwen because he's searching for her since the second episode. Yes, but he was. What had happened was when Gwen sent the collider schematics, he basically backtraced it, and it didn't give him an exact location. It just gave him possible locations. So he spent the past 10, 11 episodes searching each location, seeing if he could find her. So that's why when he got there at the end of the episode, he said, "Come on, this is the last place you could be. You know, give me a sign." No, yes, I know. It's sad. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Never thought of Felix Calabaza being another master planner. Felix Calabaza. I think should I know that name? I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Felix Calabaza. I'll look that up. If you ask me who Felix Calabaza, character from Minecraft. Oh, okay, okay, made by the YouTuber Along Came Josh has uploaded the nostalgic videos. Interesting. Well, Felix is not the master planner. Gwen is. By the way, I was recently you created a spider sona for me, and I really appreciated that. That was close to my heart. I really appreciated that. I was so unexpected. It came out of nowhere, and I loved it. So thank you. Goodness. I felt bad for Andrew Spider-Man got tased by the master planner. Yes. Oh my goodness. I it was heartbreaking. His spider sense went off, and of course he's looking everywhere but at Gwen. He looked towards the Prowler, but Prowler was knocked out, and he started looking around. He told Gwen, "Get behind me." And then she says, "There's no place I'd rather be." And then tased him. She tased him, bro. Oh my goodness. It was terrible. It was horrible. I feel bad for him too. And I wrote it. uh, Spider-Man plays Minecraft all seasons, made by Long Game. I should check that out. I'm not really a Minecraft guy. I don't have anything against it. I've just never really played it. But I will check that out if you say it's good. Gwen as the master planner is crazy, but the cliffhanger I'm more excited is Tom finding out his world was a story. Yes. Um, MCU Spidey found out that his world finally found out the twist ending from episode one, where we figure out that Earth 84061 has been destroyed, and that's his world. And they've been keeping it from him this whole time. Gwen came really close to telling him a few times, but they never. And then to figure it out from Mysterio of all people, like that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna cause some conflict because they didn't tell him, and he had to figure out on his own. And he's been this whole time just gathering collider parts, thinking it's all an effort to get him back to his world, and now he figures out his world has been destroyed, which is terrible. Yes, I did. I drew the spider sona. Man, like you said before, has no backstory, no name. Hope you can make something up of your own. Okay, yes. So for those of you who don't know, Raccoon Spider here made me a spider sona. Go check it on his channel. He has a YouTube short. It's a spider sona based on Face Front. The colors are red and black, like my logo. And you said it was based on the Far From Home stealth suit and Black Widow, which was pretty cool. The colors were popping. And the eyes. I said, yeah. I remember I said if the eyes light up blue, that would be perfect. I would love that. If you could just make the eyes light up blue. Oh yeah, and Scarlet Spider. It was based on Scarlet Spider as well. So if you can make the eyes light up blue, that would be perfect. But yes, I actually might have a backstory for you. I'll get into that later though. I thought it would be Falcon who's the master planner. You see, a lot of people thought that it would be Falcon, but Falcon is not the master planner. Falcon just unwittingly unleashed the power of the Infinity Gauntlet in an attempt to get a third episode of his television show. That's all Falcon did. He's not the one that destroyed Peter's world, but as you'll see when I put out part 4 of End of the Marvel Universe, it's just like there were events that cascaded and led up to the destruction of Peter's world. And all those questions will be answered in part 4 of Return to the, or not, sorry, what's it called? The End of the Marvel Universe. Um, yeah, Falcon just he caused a lot of trouble, and he transported Peter to Loom World away from his world. But he's not the master planner, and honestly, everything that Falcon did was an accident because he didn't know what he was doing with the Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah, Scarlet Spider has a sweater. That's yes, 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 yes. I really like that spider. So like I said, I can't draw, so I'm glad you did it for me. Imagine MCU Spidey fought Yuji Itadori from JJK. JJK. Listen, guys, listen. I'm not great with the anime. You're gonna have to help me out here. You're gonna have to help me out. I just barely started watching My Hero Academia because everybody told me I would love it because I love superheroes. So like, oh, you gotta watch My Hero Academia. They've been telling me for years, and I finally started it. So please help me out with the anime because I'm not well versed. I'm much more. I'm a comic book guy. Uh, goodness. No, it would have been funny if in the last episode, episode 10, Spider Ham knew what happened because he breaks the fourth wall. Just tells Peter his world's destroyed, then Ham tells us. Yes, keep that in mind because technically, since Spider Ham broke the fourth wall, he in episode 10 he called me in the episode, and I told him Peter's world was destroyed. So technically speaking, Spider Ham knows. So keep that in the back of your head there. Oh goodness. Yeah, Josh, my man, how are you, mate? I'm doing great. Wars, good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. Always a good time when Wars shows up. Long time face front viewer. I feel bad for Andrew getting tased, man. I know. Imagine you thought your girlfriend died or boyfriend or significant other, whatever. You thought that your partner in life died, right? And then you figure out, oh, they might be alive. And then you spend all this time searching for them. And then you finally find them. And you're like, oh my goodness, you're so happy to see each other. You hug, you kiss, everything's great. And then the second you turn your back, you get tased by that person. That is, yep, yep. Oh man, who would write something so tragically horrible? Oh, that must be a heartless person to write a scene like that. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. Try watching JJK Jujutsu Kaisen. I've heard of that. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard of it. It's a really good anime. Okay, I will give it a try. I always give animes a try. Jujutsu Kaisen. I've definitely heard that name before. I will try and watch that. Are you to make episode 12 Return to the Spider-Verse? Episode 12, yes, I'm going to make episode 12. It's not, I promise it's not going to take as long as episode 11 did. Um it's not gonna it's not gonna like come out like right away. But I have some thing I have some things to announce here today for Face Front for the channel because I don't like it when there's big like gaps of no content. So I have some ideas for videos that I'm going to start doing as soon as next week that are gonna keep content rolling while I work on the bigger stuff like End of the Marvel Universe and Return to the Spider Verse and the upcoming Rise of the X Men. That's going to be a good one. So yes, I'll talk about that later. Andrew needs Tom Harry's alien and throw Evil Gwen out of the window. He's not gonna throw Gwen out of the window. Oh my goodness. I think you mean Tom Hardy's alien. Yeah. He would like an alien. He said he wanted to find an alien. If he just had a Venom, the symbiote, to be his friend. Oh goodness. But throw Gwen out of the window? He just got her back. Why is he gonna throw her out the window? I mean, yeah, she tased him. Yeah, she's a master planner. Still. Hey, have you still keep the original figure of Sam Raimi Spider-Man since episode 1? Yes, maybe you could bring them back for New Web Warriors. Figure bring them. Yes, I have all my figures. I have all my extra figures. I do still have the original Raimi figure. I swapped him out because he was he's seen better days. His joints are so loose; it's very hard to get him to stand straight. He has ball joints on his legs. Um, his ab crunch is floppy, so like it got very hard to pose him and keep him standing in one position. So when Hasbro made the new ones from No Way Home, I swapped them out. It was not an easy decision, but it was. He's just the new one's just easier to work with. He's easier to move around. Um, He's all around just the figure. It's a great figure. He's a great figure. He's just outdated. It was actually technically a Hasbro figure, but he was based on the Toy Biz mold from Spider-Man 2, I believe. So yeah, because Hasbro, when they took over, they redid a lot of figures, but they used the Toy Biz mold for a lot of them. So that's his problem. Toy Biz made wonderfully detailed figures, but the sculpts are so outdated, and it's a tragedy because Toy Biz has some great figures. I still use them from time to time. I just used the Norman Osborn from Spider-Man 1 in episode 11, but and the Green Goblin. Shoot, that Green Goblin was technically a Hasbro reissue as well, but the glider was not. The glider came from the original Toy Biz 2002 Goblin. But yeah, sometimes the Toy Biz figures just get outdated. If you remember the game Spider-Man Friend or Foe, yes, of course I remember the game Spider-Man Friend or Foe. I loved Friend or Foe. I played it all the time. Played it with my brother. One of the few games you can play as the Prowler, Hobie Brown Prowler, not Aaron Davis Prowler. You team up with your friends. I got a code from GameStop because I pre-ordered it and I unlocked Venom early, so that was pretty fun. And I looked up a cheat code to unlock Harry. I also had it on the PSP. The PSP had Electro and Carnage, which the PS2 version did not have. The PS2 version also did not have Silver Sable. She was on the Xbox 360 version, but I didn't have an Xbox 360. But one day I was in a hotel, and there was an Xbox 360, and they had Friend or Foe loaded up on it, so I played as Silver Sable. That was the first and only thing I did, to just so I could say I played Silver Sable in Spider-Man Friend or Foe. That was a great game. I remember. You remember? Yeah, Grayson. You remember Friend or Foe? That was like 2007. Dang. All right, buddy. I remember that game. I think it's pretty good. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's a great game. One of several games where Mysterio is the main bad guy, which is kind of wild. Like, there's a Friend or Foe. There's a Game Boy game called Mysterio's Menace. Then there was Shattered Dimensions. Like, Mysterio is the main bad guy in a lot of video games. It's kind of crazy, actually, because it's just Mysterio. But oh my goodness. I had that game once. Everybody played Friend or Foe, I guess. Shoot. To be honest, I don't really like Venom 3 being called The Last Dance. I it is what it is. The Sony universe is. I have stopped just like harping over what they do. They're gonna do what they're gonna do in the Sony universe. They want to call it The Last Dance. They're gonna call it The Last Dance. They should have been called Lethal Protector or something along those lines. Sure, probably, but it is what it is. We're gonna let Sony do their thing until their universe fizzles out. Unfortunately, yes, lame title for Venom 3. It's not. It doesn't really scream Venom, but that's what they decided to do. It's pretty good that Mysterio is the main villain in Friend or Foe. He's using all the symbiote shards converted into phantoms. Yes, I remember that. Phantoms was an acronym in that game. I don't remember what it stood for, but I do remember it was an acronym. Oh man, you guys are bringing back the feels. I haven't played that game in so long, and it had a trailer for Spectacular Spider-Man on it, which hadn't come out yet. So that was pretty cool. And they had Nick Fury standing up there in the helicarrier. It was technically Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. That was a great game. That was a great game. Do you own any other action figure merch like Mafex, Figure Arts, etc.? Just curious because Figure Arts has a Venom movie in Carnage, but the prices, yikes! And that you hit it on the head, Wars. The prices is exactly why I don't have Mafex or Figure Arts or what's the Sentinel, those guys, because they are wildly expensive. I've thought about it, sure, but Marvel Legends are they're affordable. I mean, they're getting more expensive, but generally speaking, Marvel Legends is they're more affordable than the competition. Um, B, my whole collection lines up because they're all built to like work with each other in the Marvel Legends, even when they're built in different styles. All Marvel Legends generally work together, and they have such a variety of figures. Marvel Legends, like these other brands, I see they do have quite a few, and like honestly, sometimes I am envious of the articulation they have and the different heads and hands and accessories they come with, but I don't know. I'm used to Marvel Legends. I'm a creature of habit, and I just That's what I do. I might look into. I have looked into getting some of those other more expensive import figures, but none yet. Maybe one day. Uh, when will you bring Aunt May into the series? That's a good question. We were in her house. We were in Aunt May's house in episode 11. Aunt May may show up. The problem is Hasbro's only made one Aunt May figure, and she's from the '90s Spider-Man show. So that becomes challenging because there's not a general Aunt May, like just an in general Aunt May figure. But we might see the anime series Aunt May. I don't know. I don't know. You guys excited for Deadpool and Wolverine? I'm excited for Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm a little surprised this is the only MCU movie coming out this year, but it's yeah, it's gonna be exciting to see Wolverine in the costume finally after all these years. I think the title for Venom 3 makes sense because technically it's Venom's last movie. They're gonna have to fight Dance. The main villain refers to number 3 as old. I mean, yeah, I can see it like that. Yeah. The last fight, the last dance. That makes sense. That makes sense. See, when you think about it like that, it makes sense. Like I think what everybody was saying is like Venom is such a scary, cool, and gnarly character that the title, The Last Dance, just seems a little off for the character. Is I think what they're saying. But thematically, since this is the last movie, it makes sense. I guess people just like a cooler name. I have the PS2 version. The game only includes Scorpion. Scorpion is in that game, isn't he? I forgot he was in that game. Yeah, no, yeah, they got Scorpion, they got Iron Fist, Blade, like I said, Prowler. The movie versions of Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Venom, New Goblin. Yeah, no, and Rhino. Like I said, Silver Sable was only in the 360 version, and Carnage and Electro were in the PSP version. I couldn't unlock Carnage because you had to link up with somebody else that had the game on the PSP to unlock Carnage, which was weird. And Carnage was technically teased as a post-credit scene in that game because Nick Fury had a piece of the symbiote. It was like initiate Project Carnage, and then the computer was like Project Carnage initiated. Oh jeez, if you're gonna upload Web Warriors bonus episode, I give you 10 out of 10 because there's two versions of the Raimi Spider-Man we know. Oh my goodness! Now, technically speaking, yes, there are more versions of the Raimi Spider-Man, including the MTV series one that I showed you guys in the last live stream. And now, episode 10 of Web Warriors was meant to be the finale for Web Warriors, but it's not like there's. I I don't know how to say. There will be more Web Warriors, but wait a sec. Is all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Venom 3 better include Toxin or Carnage symbiote as villains because Carnage managed to come back in the comics even though he was eaten. Yeah, Carnage came back. He got ripped in half by Sentry and then he came back. Like you saw, like he was literally two pieces connected by like a spinal cord. It was weird. He came back all big and scary and absolute Carnage. I thought kind of that they wasted Carnage in the second movie. I thought he could have done more. They only fought once, and then he killed him in the end. I was like, oh, that was a bit of a waste of Carnage. They clearly teased Toxin, uh, the first version of Toxin, with the cop Pat. I forgot his last name, but yeah, they teased Toxin coming, so he might be a villain. Uh, Knowing Sony, they'd probably like jump to Null or something. Andrew, hey buddy, how's it going? Glad to see you here. The first one being the MTV Spidey, which I just said, and the other one from Friend or Foe. Yes. Now I don't know if I would count Friend or Foe as completely separate. Maybe, probably, yeah, probably. KCI Productions. Hey, you throw me $2? Hey, thanks, buddy. Jeez. Okay, that's great. Thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate that. No one's ever thrown me money before. Thank you very much. I love that. Thanks for joining the live stream too, buddy. Glad that you're here. Hope you enjoy the show. Yesterday we watched Spider-Man 3 in class with friends. Uh, like I winnable afternoon. I now the Spider-Man trilogy has been coming back to theaters. Um, I saw Spider-Man 1. I'll do a video on that. It's actually going to come out Monday. Um, but yeah, I remember not vaguely, clearly. The only reason I didn't go see Spider-Man 2 and 3 is because I had clear memories of seeing those two. Because I never saw Spider-Man 1 in theaters. And I'll cover all that in the video on Monday. But I still have very clear memories of seeing Spider-Man 2 and 3 in theaters. So I'm probably not going to do Amazing Spider-Man 1 because that is currently the movie I've seen the most times in a movie theater sitting at 5. So I saw Amazing Spider-Man 1 5 times in theaters. So yeah, I probably might skip that one. But Amazing Spider-Man 2 I'll probably go to because I don't remember watching that in theaters that I did. I know for a fact I did, but I don't have a clear joyous memory like I do of the other movies. Toxin, I do know. I did you drew Toxin. I put on Roni Spider Soda on him. Nice. You do great art, Raccoon. You do great art. Check out Raccoon Spider's channel and DeviantArt. His symbol I drew from the spectacular. Nice. Great, buddy. Next in the next episode, will the Spider Team rescue Andrew? Andrew's definitely in some trouble. Um, some somebody's gonna have to save him. The master planner currently has him. So I hope somebody comes to save him. We there's gonna be a lot to deal with in the next episode here. Include Tom is kind of like I said, figure out his world's been destroyed. Andrew's tied up with the master planner. There's a lot to deal with. Oh goodness. Agent Spider in Invincible. Yes, we all saw that cameo. We also saw another cameo a few nights ago. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I screamed. I didn't scream, but I gave the biggest yo that I've ever given in my life because my boy showed up. Oh, that was so great. Uh, Andrew. So making the Master Planner not one of Spider-Man's enemies, but love interest. Gwen Stacy, bold move, buddy. I know, it's a bold move, and that's why I said nobody would be able to guess it because every last one of you was guessing Spider-Man villains. Everybody for years was guessing which Spider-Man villain it could be, and I kept knocking them off the list. Then people said Hammerhead. Then Hammerhead showed up. I'm like, okay, it's not Hammerhead. Then some were saying Tombstone. Then Tombstone showed up. I'm like, okay, it's not him. And of course, Doc Ock, but it wasn't Doc Ock. Either version of Doc Ock I had in the show. Some said Kingpin. Kingpin showed up. Two versions of Kingpin showed up. Was neither of them. Everybody was guessing every Spider-Man villain under the sun. Some said Green Goblin too. I remember Green Goblin was an option. Nobody said Gwen Stacy. I told you wouldn't guess it, and nobody did. Oh goodness! Now I didn't just do it for the shock value of nobody guessing it. Gwen has her reasons. I can't go into all of them. But Gwen has her reasons for doing what she's doing and being the master planner. And it all has been leading to this. Oh, goodness. Should have been Spider Man in episode 2, Spider Man Invincible event in the comics. Yeah, I know. I never technically read that comic, but I know it happened in the comics. But it was probably a rights issue why they didn't have Spider Man in Invincible. On $2 you have search. Yeah, KCI Productions gave me my first super chat, which I am very glad. Like I said, that's never happened before. I'm flabbergasted. I'm grateful that you guys appreciate me so much that you support me. Just like watching my channel is subscribing to my channel and sharing the videos and liking the videos. That all that is so great. I love it when you just anything you guys do helps the channel, helps me. I am thankful that you're all here and that you made episode 11 the big bust out that it was. Because the fact that I had so many people like shocked by the reveal of the master planner, it was just something like I was because I didn't know back in the day when I was like stuck at 25 subscribers. I was like, oh, when I reveal the master planner, nobody's even gonna be here to see it, and nobody's gonna care. But like, we're here at over 4,000 subscribers, and you all have been here for the ride, and it means so much to me. And so thank you all for supporting me. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for you guys who have bought the merch. Thank you everybody for supporting me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys. So sad too. Bogus, the whole Spider-Man live action movies didn't return to theaters in other countries. They did. Ah, yeah, that's right. That was America only. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. I guess they would have had to jump through some hoops and pay some extra money. I don't know. But yeah, it kind of sucks that only the U.S. can experience it. Guess I do remember seeing some people like saying, "Oh, why not UK?" And so yeah, that does suck. I wish other people would be able to see those movies, but unfortunately, it was the U.S. only re-releases. Duh, duh, duh. Let's see. I couldn't rewatch. Oh, there's an ad. Let me skip that. Okay. I couldn't rewatch the trilogy because it's not in Australia. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks so much. Yeah, I wish that it came out in other countries, but that's really unfortunate. Nice. Yesterday was the 10th anniversary of Amazing Spider-Man 2, and yeah, you told me that Loud House was 8 years old, and I just cannot believe that. I thought it was 5 at the least. I didn't know it was 8. That show's been on for 8 years. That's wild. But yeah, 10 years for Amazing Spider-Man 2. Today is 22 years for Spider-Man 1, and then tomorrow's the 4th, so that'll be what, like 17 years for Spider-Man 3. Yeah, yeah, summer movie season. Yeah, just what I said, Andrew. Today is 22 Sam Raimi's. Yep. You got it, buddy. 22 years of Spider-Man. Yes. Uh, let's see. I skipped some comments. Hold on. Told me why the Master Planner kept Ghost Spider alive. It surprised me. Yes. Andrew and I had a conversation. And what he's talking about is, if you recall, episode 6, The Ghost, in the post-credit scene, Mysterio shows up after losing to Peter and Gwen, and then Prowler says Master Planner wanted Ghost Spider alive, and now that we know Master Planner is Gwen Stacy, why would she want Ghost Spider alive? Kind of put that together. Put that together in your heads. Uh, duh, 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 duh. 4 weeks ago, I replaced Agent Spider with Spider-Man's appearance. It's on my community. I'll check that out. I saw somebody like reanimated the whole freaking video, and that looked pretty cool. But I'll definitely check that out after the stream. It would be cool. It would have been cool to see him, but probably rights issues. I saw that random Godzilla being the master planner for April Fools. LOL. Yeah, the April Fools video, not the one I just did, the Irredeemable Spider-Man, but the one I did a few years ago where I titled the video "Master Planner Revealed," and then it was just an April Fools video with a bunch of random Godzillas showing up. I think it was comedy gold. I don't know. If you guys don't know, before I was the big Spider-Man Marvel, it was Godzilla. I still love Godzilla. It wasn't a phase. I went and saw -1. I saw Godzilla cross Kong. I love all things Godzilla. That's why I had so many Godzilla figures for that video. So yes, the Master Planner was not revealed in that episode, but that was pretty funny. Yeah, question. How's the next episode 12 coming along? I'm scripting it. I'm having some. See, here's my problem. Here's the problem with episode 11. Episode 11 was turning out way too long. That's why it's the longest video on the dang series. Um, and like I don't. I need to strike a balance because I don't want it to be too long because people have lives and they can't. I can't ask them to sit here for a freaking hour and a half and watch my action figure videos. But like I don't want it to be like I want it to be meaty, I want it to have some substance. So when I initially started Return to the Spider-Verse, they were all supposed to be 5 to 10 minutes. That flew out the window. But I just don't want them to be too long. I spend a lot of time condensing and trying to I had Gwen explain this in 10 sentences. How can I get it down to 3? I gotta it's a hard balance to strike because you want something to be entertaining, but you don't want the audience to get bored watching it. So you gotta I got to pick up the pace in some places. I figure out what to cut. And, there was a lot of unnecessary scenes that I cut. Like I had a scene where Peter and Miles went to ask Gwen for help planning Peter B's anniversary, and I'm like, why do I need that? So I just cut that out and then had Miles say, Gwen's already in. Are you down to help? Like stuff like that. Like because it wouldn't have really added anything because she was gonna help them regardless. So why did I need a page long scene of them asking her for help? It wouldn't have added anything to the story. And so stuff like that. I had to trim down where I can. So episode 12, I'm in the scripting phase. There's since Gwen has been revealed as the master planner, there's a lot of explaining to do and a lot of going back and lining things up. So I need to make sure that all of that is perfect because I I had all these clues, all these things, and I have to make sure that they all line up and I don't mess something up. So that's the challenging part about that, but I am working on it. Glad Peter B. Parker has his full suit now, but your excuse why his bottom half was not there made sense. Yeah. I said he doesn't fit in any. Unfortunately, the Hasbro figure of Peter B. Parker comes in sweatpants and bare feet. And so I'm like, thankfully they even made that much because I was stressing out before this episode came out. Like, how am I going to put him in a suit? Because he just has the dang jacket and the mask that came halfway down his face. And I'm like, that's not heroic. How am I going to have him fight? Luckily, Hasbro came out with that figure before I made the episode, but he still had the sweatpants on. So I'm just like, yeah, he's too fat. His pants don't fit anymore. Heard that Keanu Reeves is versing Shadow. Yes, I did. Now I've been on stream before saying that I still need to study the real correlation between Spider-Man and Sonic fans, but I did hear that Keanu Reeves is voicing Shadow. That could be pretty cool. I don't know too much about Shadow. I remember when the game was coming out, I saw a bunch of commercials for it. It looked pretty cool, but I wasn't like into Sonic, so I never got it. But yeah, that could be cool. Lighthouse came out 4 days before Civil War, but it's freaky. In Portuguese dub, a voice actor did the same voice for MCU Peter and Lincoln. Really? I can see that actually. That's actually I can see that. I can see that. That's funny. Me and my sister watched The Loud House all the time. We kind of fell off, but we for a while we watched that show for a long time. No one almost did the voice actor joke. Nice. I did post a lot of voice actor jokes on DeviantArt for fun. Yeah, I gotta check your DeviantArt out again. I browsed it a few days ago, but I did like fully look at it. I'm not on DeviantArt that often, but when I go on, I always check out what you got going. I only focus on Loud House and Star Wars because the voice actors and actors. Nice. And TMNT 2012, yes. Well versed. You got a lot of fandoms on your DeviantArt there. Sorry, as AFK, my friends is slating my notifications. Fine. Now I know what AFK means because last time means away from keyboard. So thank you for letting me know that. Imagine Stealth the Hedgehog appeared in Web Warriors would be a custom thing. I did look up Stealth the Hedgehog after last time. I did look him up. He does look pretty cool as a knockoff Spider-Man Hedgehog creation. I did, but yes, I did. I did look him up because I said I would, and I did. But yeah, I imagine if he showed up in level. I am like I have not been brave enough to attempt customs. I do kit bashes, which is just taking pieces from other figures and combining them into one, but full like repainting and separating pieces. I have never done a custom. I'm not brave enough, and I don't want to break my toys because I will break them. I'm not that talented. Oh goodness gracious. Geez Louise, no wonder I did come up with ideas like I did. You always have the best ideas for your drawings. Mysterio giving Tom Holland's Peter the perfect life illusion was so far too far, man. Yeah. So I want you guys to. Here's what I did. I started the episode with Peter dreaming about his world and just a good time with him and Ned and MJ. And then he's swinging through the city. He's playing the homecoming theme. He's having fun. He's like, woohoo! He lands in front of Happy. He's like, hey, where's Mr. Stark? So he has that super happy dream. And then Miles wakes him up and he's like, oh, he's like, were you having nightmares? Like, no, this time it was a good dream, which is a line from a Spider-Man comic. Um, so I gave him the good dream. And then off of that, Mysterio then tricks him into thinking that he's in his world, hanging out with Tony, fighting Ironmonger, saving MJ, doing all these things. And so, I just build up. He's in his world. He all this. Oh, he just wants to get back to his world. And then at the end of the episode, I hit him with the world is destroyed, and he can't go because it is gone now. He can't get back to it. That I call me evil, call me cruel, but like I made sure to have him reminiscing as much as possible about his world, his friends, MJ, Iron Man, Ned, and then at the very end, he figures out it's all gone. So yeah, that was rough. That was rough. The end of the day, Miles and Gwen were both unconscious on the rooftop the entire time. Peter he didn't know. Yes. Oh goodness, Green Goblin knocked them both out, and the whole time he was fighting Green Goblin, Peter was dealing with Mysterio. They had no idea that Miles and Gwen were up on the rooftop, and they were so close. They had this sweet little moment where it's playing the instrumental of self love, and they're like, "Oh, who do you think Miles belongs with? Who do you think Gwen belongs with?" And they were counting down from 3, and they were just about to say it, and then Pumpkin Bomb, and then they're unconscious for the rest of the episode. Unfortunate. Rewatching Spider-Verse made me think, why wasn't Gwen surprised to see Peter B. Parker had the face of her dead best friend? I think because in the if you're talking about the scene in Into the Spider-Verse when Gwen sees Peter B. Parker and she's not like shocked, is because she showed up to that world a week prior than everybody else, if you remember. So she probably saw that world's Peter get killed on the all over because it was all over the news. And then when they're in the restaurant and Peter B sees MJ and he tries to go to her, she says, "It's not your MJ. Trust me, I've been there." So I think that was them acknowledging that she was surprised to see another version, but like we didn't see it because it was all when she showed up a week. She had a whole week prior to the Spider-Verse nonsense to process all of that. Fun fact: my favorite Sonic character is not beloved by many. That's Amy Rose. Oh, I don't have. I guess I'll say I like Knuckles, um, because I got a little stuffed Knuckles toy from my friend, and I've had him ever since, and he was really the only one I had. So I'll say Knuckles is mine. I did watch that show; it was pretty good. Hey, is the thing I remember while making my Spider-Man animation crossover with Slenderman. Oh no, Slenderman, but somehow based on the gameplay made by Long Came Josh himself. I need to check out this Long Came Josh channel because you keep mentioning it. I haven't seen any videos. I'll check it out. Slenderman is scary though. I back in high school, some of my friends showed me some scenes with Slenderman. I'm like, that's enough. I don't nope, not messing with that. Slenderman was so scary. Two Loud House characters I like are Ronnie Ann and Stella because her voice actress was Marcy in Amphibia. Oh, I do like Ronnie Ann and Stella. Those are both cool. They were both cool characters. Ronnie Ann got her own show, didn't she? Yeah, it was called the Casa Grandes. That was pretty cool. While dressing up as Spider-Man, while playing Slender 8 pages. The original part was lost, but I kept part 2 and 3. I went to reboot. Episode 1, part 2, Lost in Vials. I had to work on Spider versus Slenderman. Goodness, why am I still talking about Slenderman? Oh, goodness. He be the main hero in it. I did the voice act. I'm sorry that you lost your videos, though. Wonder I can voice act some more upcoming videos. Yeah, that sucks. I can't imagine if my April Fool's video this year was almost. I was gonna come on here and I was gonna say, hey, I broke my phone. I lost all the footage I filmed so far for episode 11. But I thought that I would get violently attacked by all of you guys. So I said, maybe let's not do that. So, but yeah, I'm terribly sorry you lost your videos. That sucks. I hope you can, yeah, do your reboot you're talking about. VTW a few days ago marked 25 years of a cartoon I like SpongeBob. SpongeBob, I haven't watched SpongeBob in a while. Because I've seen some recent episodes, but like it was. I don't want to sound like an old boomer, but it was better back in the day, bro. I don't know. SpongeBob used to have like some soul to it, but nowadays It just doesn't seem like the SpongeBob I used to know. Speaking of, I received a comment from Alvar Albax Rocks on DeviantArt when I posted fan art of your Spider Verse episode with 29. Yes, you did make fan art for my episode for episode 3. Uh, and I really appreciate that. You're doing you're the official face front fan art guy. All right, you got to keep them coming because I can't draw, and I really appreciate. I really like that. For those you don't know, Raccoon Spider, he did a fan art of when Spider-Man 2099 first came to Peter in the end of episode 3 when he came to the portal. It was like, oh, I need to tell you who the Master Planner is, but then he got cut off. Um, you did fan art of that on your DeviantArt, and he mentioned that a couple streams ago. And I was like, something you did fan art for my show? That it was so nice. It was so nice. And now you just did me a spider soda. You're the official fan art face front fan artist. I dub you that title. There you go. My friend told me to send that. Sorry, your friend told you to send what? Oh, the little tiki face. Yeah. You tell your friends to stop messing with you. Oh, it does whatever a spider does in Spider-Man Extended Edition. Creepypasta are really bad stories. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, listen. I'm not, I'm not a horror guy at all. My friend Xavier, who voices Spider-Man 2099, he loves horror movies and he keeps dragging me out to them. I can't stand them. I am terrified. I get scared too easily, and I don't like horror. I don't like horror. That's why I can't stand Slenderman. He's scary. He's scary. I don't like scary things. Okay, like I don't know. I don't know. Horror is just not my genre. I'm too much of a wuss. There, I said it. I'm a wuss. Somebody gonna soundbite that. He said MJ's. He didn't say that, but that I know what you're talking. It was very inspired by yes. I said that to him. Not yet. No one has revealed that yet. Man, I have a question. When we do Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie reaction, uh, like going from OG, then Andrew, the Spider-Verse, finally Tom Holland. Oh, like a okay, like the figures are watching the movie and reacting. That's a fun idea. And somebody brought that up before, um, because I saw these YouTube videos of somebody like when Mandalorian was coming on. They had like Obi-Wan and the Ghost of Qui-Gon and Anakin watching Mandalorian and reacting to that. I'm like, oh, that's a fun idea. Like something like that. I could do something like that. I would like to do something like that. It'll probably be a. I'm always so busy doing all the like other main stuff. But if I could do like if I have time one day for a fun project, I could do something like that. I would like to do something like maybe not the whole movie, maybe like scenes from the movie or parts of the movie. Hearing Josh Keaton's older, deeper voice as Agent Spider was weird to me at first, considering his previous work as Spider-Man. I think he still can like hit the higher pitched Spider-Man voice quite well. He does have what I like to call his CEO voice because the first time I heard it was when he was the CEO Peter in Edge of Time. His deeper, more scary voice. He did Norman Osborn in the 2017 Spider-Man show, so he can hit those deeper. It almost gets you like X-Men '97 when Captain America showed up. I I listened. I'm like, is that Josh Keaton? And then I heard he said one word. I heard the inflection. I'm like, that's freaking Josh Keaton, and it was. So you can still tell it's him underneath, but he does have that. He does have that extra layer. He can get deeper. Oh, I drew SpongeBob getting his spider soda, both based on Dad's birthday as released in the Casa Grande's movie. That's great. SpongeBob spider soda. That just sounds funny. Speaking of 90s Spider-Man, makes a cameo in a Marvel show recently. Yes, I mentioned that earlier. The 90s Spider-Man may have shown up in a television show earlier this week. It was pretty cool. I said, "Yo!" Uh, his spider soda appearance is basically jellyfish. Comes with 6 arms. Nice. And I remember that idea I gave you along with Spider Gang. So it was you that brought it up. Okay. I knew what somebody brought it up before, so it was you. Yes. Spider Gang Reacts. That's a good title. Yes. Like I said, I would like to do that at some point if I had time. But yes. Uh make the movie reaction like how Lion King 1.5 they were told Huma. I remember that. I remember that. I had Lion King 1.5 because my friend lent me the DVD and I watched it. But I remember that. That would be cool. That would be nice. Something like that. It will be something like that along those lines where they're like sitting there watching. We really need Spider-Man 98. We do. We do. You know what? Fine. I'll do it myself. I'll make the show. I'll do it here on Face Front. I'll make Spider-Man 98. No, that's too much pressure. I could never do that. Oh my, that is way too much pressure. But I would love to see it because especially how well they're handling X-Men 97. I would love to see Spider-Man 98. See him find Mary Jane and all the new adventures, especially with more stories that have come out since that show came out. Perfect. Josh Keaton and Yuri Lowenthal met up with each other during the world premiere across Spider. Nice. Two goats met each other. Nice. Dude, you know what this reminds me of? What does this remind you of? The whole Spider Verse animated trilogy reminded me so much of the Star Wars original trilogy back in 2023. Dude. What allowed May 25th and 40th anniversary. Nice. The Spider Verse trilogy. I can see where you would say it remind you of the original Star Wars trilogy. Because, Across the Spider Verse being kind of like the to be continued Empire Strikes Back sort of. I can see that. Scarlet Spider, what's up, buddy? You just singing this whole time. You wonder if I was okay. Stuck in traffic for Comic Con across the street for an hour. Were you at Comic Con? I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Clearly, you're doing the end of the episode. That's funny. Uh, um, Comic Con Arizona is coming up, and I would definitely. Shamik Moore is going to be there, and I'm going to complete my collection. I didn't even know I was starting of pictures with people that have voiced Miles Morales. I have a picture with Donald Glover, who voiced him in Ultimate Spider-Man. I have a picture of with Najee Jeter, who does him in everything else. And if I get my picture with Shamik Moore, who does him in the movies, then I'll have a picture with all the people that have voiced Miles. But then I've got to take a picture with myself because I also voiced Miles. Don't know how that's gonna work. Christopher Daniel Barnes, voice of the '90s Spider-Man, said he was down to do a revival. Yes, I saw that on Twitter and I liked it. Christopher Daniel Barnes, the man's alive. He still does voice work. I would love it if he came back. Everybody would. That would be great. Could have sworn Across the Spider-Verse at the same page as Empire Strikes Back to be continued. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back didn't actually say to be continued, but you kind of felt that to be continued. It was unspoken. Bro, I can't stand y'all. Oh goodness! Just so you know, Scarlet Spider can't actually not stand us all. He's just reciting the end of the episode 11. Fan fusion. I go, yeah, we talked about that, Andrew. I might see you there. I probably will see you there at some point. Did James Arnold Taylor and Matt Latner do the voice of Harry Osborn? Yes, they did. Nice. These voice actors get around, man. I'll tell you. Some voice actors, you just don't know who's doing what, and they'll show up when you least expect it. Oh goodness. It's all right. So since I've caught up on the comments. That was a lot of comments. Thank you guys for commenting. I'm gonna announce some things that are coming from Face Front next week. I'm starting 2 different series. These are gonna keep you guys satiated, I'll say, between all the big stuff because it takes a while to make this stuff, and I would like to keep content coming while we're waiting for that. So I have one series is called Mary Marvel Mayhem, and that's going to be what I initially planned for the Face Front show to be, was me sitting here talking to you guys about stuff. Um, I could never really get it to work because I'm not that good at talking to the camera when no one's talking back to me, which is why I like live streams a lot better. But this is just going to be me talking about certain topics that I'm passionate about. And the first one is going to be about me seeing Spider-Man in theaters for the first time. So that I'm aiming to hit weekly. Um, and then the next thing I'm going to do is a series called Marvel 616 Retold. It's going to be see either issues or story arcs or specific comic panels or just something from the comics retold in action figure form. It's going to have a slightly comedic tone to it, and the idea is that these are easier to produce, they're quicker to make, and I can keep them coming while you guys wait for the big Return to the Spider Verses and the Rise of the X-Men and that stuff. So though starting hopefully, if I stay on track, next week you guys should see the first few episodes of those series come out, and I hope you guys enjoy them and I hope you guys like them. Duh. Also, I want to say while I'm announcing stuff, don't forget to vote for Eileen Nesbitt for Supermom. You can get your name in the credits for episode 12 of Return to the Spider Verse. Even if you already voted, you can vote again because you can vote daily. I'll put the link here in the I'll put the link in the chat just for you guys. There we go. Vote for Eileen. All right. Let's see. Those two indeed did Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Clone Wars. Yes, they did. There's one panel fans are going to discuss the Sonic Spider-Man games. Predict the third one will have. I like those panels where they get people together and try to guess things. I went to one. What was like what was it? It was just like a Marvel versus DC panel, just a bunch of nerds theorizing back and forth who would win, how, and why. Those panels are always fun, theorizing panels. Uh, Ben 10. Why did you just randomly say Ben 10, Racco Speed? I don't see any context. Oh, goodness. Okay. We almost have a Marvel version of Clone Wars because actors. Speaking of voices. You have the Sam Raimi Spider figures available like a voice along with the script. If you want to do voices, I can reach out to you. I have all my roles filled up for now, but if something comes up, I'm gonna keep you in mind. I'm gonna keep you in mind. Don't worry, buddy. I got you. I'm guessing 616 Retold will have Spider-Man's ones. If so, which ones? Okay. Yes, there's going to be Spider-Man because that's most of the comics I read. But I'm also planning to do other. I've read quite a few Marvel comics, so it's gonna be uh okay. The first one, I'll tell you guys what the first one's gonna be. Exclusive here on Facefront Show Live. The first one is going to be Spider-Man's role in Civil War in the comics, and it's just gonna be you'll see when it comes out. It'll make a lot more sense when it comes out. But yes, I'm gonna have a lot of Spider-Man ones planned. I have a lot of just general Marvel universe planned. Certain stories that I picked out that I'm gonna do. I have a lot of them planned, and I'm gonna try and stack them up and release them so that you guys are so that you guys stay cool. You save my voices in Google Drive or Facebook private chat. Though Facebook private chat won't be able to download audios. Yeah, I know. I have a face front Google chat that I um use for voice work, so don't worry about that. If I need you to send me something, I will hit you up with that link and you will be able to upload it there just fine. Civil War is a good choice, Peter. Reveals identity to the world of that. Yeah. And when I was a kid and I read that, I was shocked and surprised. That got me. I will never forget. You said, "My name is Peter Parker and I've been Spider-Man since I was 15. Any questions?" That blew my mind because that Civil War was the first like Marvel Comics event I read. Um, and it rocked my world. I was happy when Ultimate Alliance 2 came out because I'm like, hey, I read that story. Hope that your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man produced animated by the anime studio Polygon Pictures coming in November will be good. Is it coming in November? I don't know because they haven't said anything about it. They I would like something to happen, some news on that show. Honestly, like I hope it's coming in November, and too hope it will be good. Uh, I think it will be. I think it will be. Marvel Animation has been doing pretty well so far. Uh, but yeah, I haven't heard anything about it. There hasn't been anything officially released. Honestly, like all the images we've seen were just like leaked from Comic Con and stuff. They haven't officially released anything from that show except for the title change. And I would like something. I would like something, but yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I wouldn't worry about it. I think it's gonna be good. It shocked even J. Jonah Jameson. You think picture? Yes, I remember JJ was furious. I think he sued Peter when he figured out that he was Spider-Man because he was technically stealing money from him, taking pictures of himself and selling them. Like I technically, it got very technical. That was wild. That was wild. I swear again, Fear 2, the OG Spectacular Spider-Man, will interview the MTV Web Warriors. Again, I'll give you 10 like voice MTV Spider-Man Web Warriors if you want to. Like I said, I'll keep you in mind, buddy. I definitely. Oh, ads running. Whoops. Get that out of here. Okay. Yeah, I will definitely keep you in mind um, for that. Definitely. I might do some PS5 game videos after my 4 month hiatus. Go for it. Go for it. I've tried to live stream while playing. It doesn't end well because I try to answer your guys' question and then I start getting beat up. So I would much rather live stream like this and just do gameplay separately. I've been uploading some gameplay in shorts. Um, but maybe one day I'll do like a just play Spider-Man 2 and upload some actual gameplay. When I watched No Way Home, I noticed Toby's suit was different than the movies. Even the mask was off. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. I really don't. Because there was a bunch of losers online that made this whole controversy about Toby's mask, like adding one web line and No Way Home was garbage because of that. And it was just such because people couldn't find anything bad about No Way Home, so they just locked on to Toby's mask was different. And like, oh, the movie sucks because Toby's mask is different. Never gonna watch No Way Home again. MCU Spider-Man sucks. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Sorry about that. Allergies are going crazy. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't. There was a whole thing with the mask, and it was so annoying. Like Spider-Man knowing Home discourse got so annoying online because people are just so determined to hate things now that they'll find anything to latch onto. Oh goodness gracious, that was so annoying. Yeah, once you start work on show me script images, or like I said, Web Warriors technically ended with the Superior Spider-Man episode, but just stay tuned for. Well, you haven't seen the last of the Web Warriors. Stay tuned for that. Since MTV was voiced by Neil Patrick Harris, how will you sound like him? That's a good question. How will you sound like Neil Patrick Harris? Mask cover, Ring Spider Man, 2000s Spider Man, nostalgic vibes. Yeah, no, the mask is nostalgic. I just didn't appreciate everybody using it to tear down No Way Home. It was terrible. Goodness. Neil Patrick Harris did voice in that show. That was unique. And then he came back for Shattered Dimensions. I like that. I liked that. Neil Patrick Harris. Oh my goodness. Do, 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 do. How long have we been chilling here for an hour, guys? In 2000s, I was born with the first movie is a work in progress. Yeah, I was born in 1993. I didn't even like Spider-Man until I saw the first Spider-Man movie. So I pretty much missed all the 90s Spider-Man stuff. That's unfortunate. Early 20s when Yusuf was born knowing who was working. Nice. That's sweet. That's sweet. Yeah, no. Spider-Man 1 was the reason I like Spider-Man. It's the reason all this exists. Because of that movie. Because of that movie. Oh. And again, I'll go into all that in Monday's video. Yes. Answer Andrew's question. How will you sell? I don't know the answer. That sucks. Sorry, buddy. My first exposure to Spider-Man was in the '90s animated series, Totally Wired trilogy. Yeah, no, like I had seen the '90s animated series, like it was like it came on TV and stuff. Like, but I had never I didn't care about Spider-Man. Like I didn't not like Spider-Man. I just he never appealed to me. Like I liked Godzilla. I was a Godzilla guy, and I saw Spider. Like I guess he's cool, but it wasn't until I saw that first movie and I was like, oh, so he's actually the best superhero in the world. Got it. Bro, that horror Spider-Man fan film, The Spider was terrifying. Okay, I need because uh Eileen's husband was talking to me about this. I thought he was talking about The Spider Within, the Miles Morales short that came out. Apparently he wasn't. Apparently he was talking about this horror film called The Spider, and then I saw somebody else talking about it, and I'm like, what? So what the heck is it? Is a horror movie where like a spider eats Uncle Ben or something? That sounds terrifying. And I've already mentioned earlier in the stream, I don't do horror. So and I'm like, you guys aren't gonna believe this, but I'm arachnophobic. Um, as, as much as I love Spider-Man, I cannot stand spiders. I cannot stand the sight of them. I am terrified by the way they look because what on this holy earth needs 8 legs? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. So if this horror Spider-Man movie is a horror and B features a actual spider, I will run as far away from it as possible because I can't stand spiders. I can't. That's my curse. I was cursed to love Spider-Man but hate spiders. I can't do it. I can't do it. That's wild. Goodness. Haven't spoke during my new Gran Turismo 4 gameplays. Previous ones, new short as I have speak. Sometimes you don't have to talk during your videos. Sometimes you just let the gameplay play for itself. One reason Stanley created Spider-Man, he wanted to relate to the younger audience, not me. Yeah, because back in the day, when Stan came up with the idea of like teenagers aren't heroes, teenagers are only sidekicks. And then Stanley said, "Oh, but this one can work. He said, this one can be the one true believer, the teenager that's the superhero." So no, Stan, get back to work in the moment. And that's why I put Spider-Man out in the last dying issue of Amazing Fantasy 15. Then he was like smash hit. I can't stand that Spider-Man character you were talking about. Well, what's he up to? Oh, now you want a teenage superhero? Okay. You are arachnophobic? Yes, I'm arachnophobic. I really am. I used to have arachnophobia during my childhood. I thought spider was real and tried to kill me with powerful venomous bite. Yeah, no, it's a real thing. I heard watching Spider-Man cures arachnophobia. Well, that's not true. Because I've been watching Spider-Man for actual decades, and I'm still scared of spiders. So yeah, Spider-Man's cured arachnophobia for me. Okay, cured my fear. I only fear sharks. God dang. I will say I can watch the scene in each movie where Peter gets bitten with my eyes open because I used to be able, oh, this is a spider, but I'm used to how those spiders look because I've seen them so many times, those movies so many times. So those spiders don't frighten me anymore. The one that bit Peter on the head, and although I will say in the Amazing Spider-Man 1, when all the spiders are falling on him, no, 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 no. Last year, I feared spiders no longer. I can investigate a bunch of species. I'm glad for you. I'm really happy that you can look at spiders without fear. I can't, especially if they're not hairy, then maybe I'll like but I'll be like, okay, this is just a little. If they're hairy spider like a tarantula, no, 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 can't do it. No, no, thank you, no. Before Drake Bell did Ultimate Spider, did a period called Superhero Movie. I saw a superhero movie, The Hero Day of the Dragonfly fights our. I saw that years ago. Don't remember anything about it. I remember some like certain scenes. But yeah, I did watch that because and it was kind of funny. The early 2000s was a whole parody landscape. They had epic movie, scary movie, superhero movie, disaster movie. They had all those parody movies. I think they ran their course though. I think they should be left in the early 2000s where they belong. I have full superhero movie downloaded. Nice. Some others are hairy, others are not. Yeah, I know. There's all kinds of spiders, and they all scare me. Like I say, I can get with the if they're small and not hairy, then I can kind of get with it. If they're large and hairy, then no. It sucked though because I was at work one time and there were two girls with me, and they're like, "Josh, it's a spider." I'm like, "What do you want me to do?" Like, "You're the man." I'm like, "I'm the man with arachnophobia. I'm not going in that room." And then they eventually said, "Go kill the spiders." So I got a broom, and it was this big, mother shocking black spider, and I said, "Oh no." And then I swear to believers, I swung at it and it jumped. It's like the one in the Spider-Man 1 movie where the lady said it can jump to catch his prey. It jumped. I know it jumped. I swear it jumped right at me. I screamed. She screamed. We both ran out of the room and closed the door. It jumped. It jumped. It attacked me. It wanted me dead. It saw me. It said, "Yeah, I'm coming for you next." I said, "What do you mean?" Then it jumped at me. Uh, Scariest moment of my life. I'm gonna come up with more spider sodas based on the species. That's actually a good idea. Different spider sodas based on different species of spider. You should do that. In 2002 movie, did you like Green Goblin having armor look with the mask, or you wish they kept the look from the comic? I always thought Green Goblin looked cool. Uh, Especially, I have the big poster with him on the glider doing that pose. I don't know. The glider looks super cool. The armor looks cool. I always thought he looked cool. Um, the, I didn't really have reference of what Green Goblin was supposed to look like because Spider-Man 1 was my first interaction. But even now, with hindsight, I I think Green Goblin looked cool all the time. Uh, Wolf spiders, six eyes sand spiders, funnel web spiders. All of these sound very terrifying, but I'm glad that you know them. I first saw Spider-Man 1 VHS in 2010. I was younger. When I started liking Spider-Man. I first saw Spider-Man 1 on VHS as well on Christmas in 2002. And that's what inspired me to start liking Spider-Man. You and I aren't so different. I did villainous spider sodas. Keep funnel web spider, just the word funnel web. Half the name of Spider-Man. Funnel web Spider-Man. Interesting. I would love to look into all these species of spiders, but I'm not going to because I'm terrified of spiders. But I'm very glad that you're using them for your spider sodas. Like I said, that's a really good idea to use different kinds of spiders to create spider sodas. If they did MCU Norman Osborn, I can't think can replicate what Defoe did because that man was. That's why they brought him over to the MCU. That was their answer. They said we can't, so let's just bring Willem Dafoe over here. That problem solved. If you can't replace Willem Dafoe, just get Willem Dafoe back. That's what they did. If you insert live chat, Facebook plugged to YouTube. Look, I barely know how this dang YouTube thing works in general. Okay, I'm going to experiment with sharing my screen next time. Um, Next live stream, just so you guys know, if you don't have a FaceFront account, make a FaceFront account because I'm going to try a live event. I've tried to do them last year, it didn't pan out, but I'm going to try. This is going to be called a live event, and it's going to be us. Um, you'll see. But make sure you have a FaceFront account if you don't have one, because you're gonna need that to participate. You can still, of course, come to live stream and just chat, but it'll be cooler if you have a FaceFront account because then we can do the live event together. So yeah, for the next live stream, which I'm aiming for next month, I'm trying to do these the first Friday of each month, maybe a little more frequently, but for now, I'm focusing on the first Friday of each month. Make sure you have a FaceFront account because we're going to be doing the FaceFront's first live event, and that's going to be cool. Uh, Did you know that when I had Spider-Man 1 on VHS, I put it in the slot, went to the revenge scene, but something happened. I should tell you. What happened? The screen was black and only leaving the audio. Dang. Yeah, VHSs could be tricky. I got my Godzilla VHS stuck in the VCR, and my dad had to pry it out, and he like tore the VCR open. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, don't look, because you're not gonna like what you see." And so I walked out of the room, and I came back, and he had my VHS. I'm like, "Thank you." Oh goodness. At least you have a phone. You can voice chat. Yeah, you want to chat. Um, if you ever just want to chat one on one, Facefront has all the socials. You can hit me up on Facebook Messenger. You can hit me up on Instagram Messenger. Like all Facefront social media. I have Twitter. Twitter. You can use the messaging system there. That's how me and Andrew talk. We just go through Facefront. All Facefront social medias have DMs open. So if you ever want to like talk to me one on one. I might not always be able to respond because I work a lot, but I'll respond when I can, and we'll strike up a conversation. If you ever want to just do me one on one, yeah, gladly talk to you guys. I have a Facebook account, lol. If you and also if you have Facebook, don't forget Eileen Nessman for Supermom. Um, because Eileen has done so much for this channel. You guys see Aunt May's house in last episode. She built that from scratch. She constructed it. She voices Ghost Spider. She now voices the Master Planner. She had no idea, by the way. She had absolutely no idea. I didn't tell her until one day she called me and she wasn't feeling very well. She's like, "Hey, my voice is a little raspy. I know you probably don't have anything, but if you need like Emma Stone, Gwen Stacy, I can do it for the time being." And then I'm like, you know what? I actually do have something. I actually do have something. And then I told her I sent her the scene because I had that scene already written. I had that scene written a long time ago of Gwen coming out as the master planner. And we read it together. And then she gasped, she screamed. She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're not only voicing Ghost Spider, but you're voicing the main villain of the show. Surprise!" That was fun. That was fun. But yes, I'm gonna put the link back in the chat. Just remember, if you vote for Eileen, you can get your name in the credits for Return to the Spider-Verse episode 12. I already have a few people that are gonna end up in the credits. She made it to the top 15. She's in 11th place. She has to make it to the top 10 to move on. So if you have a Facebook account, vote for Eileen. It's free. It just verifies you through Facebook. Uh, and I will put your name in the credits for episode 12 of Return of the Spider-Verse. And then you'll be in a Facefront video forever. Uh, Discord. Now, Discord um, is something I've been thinking about because uh, I I don't know. Because I would like another way to interact with everybody, and Discord is a very good way to interact with fans. I'm just worried about moderating a Discord server because from what I've heard from people that do moderate Discord servers is quite a bit of work. Um, but I've been looking into it. I've been trying to figure out how Discord works and stuff because I'm not well versed in it like a lot of people are, but I have been looking into it as an option. A Facefront Discord server would be something that I am open to and would like to do. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, now I have to send you the voice recorder messenger. You do whatever, but like I said, Facebook's DMs are always open. I'm always down to talk to you guys, no matter where, no matter when. So your friend can try to sound like Emma Stone. Yeah, she says that when she's sick or not feeling well, her voice gets raspy, and she can sound like Emma Stone, and so that's what she does. Uh, Something random. No worries, man. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, like I said, send me whatever. Also, Haley Steinfeld has been Gwen Stacy and Kate Bishop. Yes, that's true. Haley Steinfeld has played quite a few Marvel characters, including Gwen Stacy and Kate Bishop. Now, when Eileen first started voicing Ghost Spider, if you watch the interview I posted with Eileen a few days ago, she said that she based it off of Dove Cameron's version from the Marvel Rising show because that's what she was watching the most. But it works. It works. Eileen's a great Gwen. it works. And now she's a great master player. Uh, it was only test voice message to give you heads. All right, cool. Discord server can be called the Face Front official server. That's nice. I would like that. Yeah, like I said, I gotta look in. I gotta look into doing that because it will be a really good idea. It will be a really good idea. Excuse me one more time, guys. Arizona is a dusty state. Okay. I forgot Dove Cameron was going to Stacy episode 1 of Ultimate Spider. One episode of Ultimate. Yes, she was. Uh, okay. I have voted for Eileen. You voted for Eileen? Excellent. Excellent. Uh, I was going to be something else, but it was only quick, fast about voting. Yeah, if you voted for Eileen, just go to the interview video I did and put how you want your name to appear in the credits of episode 12, and I'll put you in episode 12. But I do have it down that you voted for her. Thank you. Yo, Face Front, let's go. Hey. Thanks for joining the stream. We've been going for a while. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. Shoot. We've been going for a hot minute. Oh my goodness. Speaking of voices, you try to sound like Tony Wire. It's interesting, sounding nerdy, shy, and nerdy. I do kind of like when I'm doing my Toad Maguire, I kind of do like a. I don't want to say it all. It's like I can't, I sound like my voice is strained, like I was just crying, and I don't want to feed into that meme where all Toad Maguire does is cry because it's not true. It's not true. But he has that voice sometimes where he's. It sounds like he's concerned about something, and that's what I try to do for my Toby voice. It's interesting. It's interesting how I do all these Spider Verse voices. Oh goodness, love your work. Well, thank you. Thank you for loving my work. Thank all of you for loving. Thank all of you for being here and watching the videos. Thank you, KCI Productions, if you're still here for the super chat earlier. Thank you all for everything. I really appreciate all of your support. I do this for you guys. Honestly, if you guys weren't watching, I wouldn't be making videos. That's just it. Uh I do almost look like Tobey Maguire when I was looking in the mirror. That's cool. I don't look like anybody. Somebody once told me I look like Tiger Woods. I guess that's. I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. Go ahead. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for it. Put some dirt in my eye. I have photos. I'm sure you do. I am sure you do. Your Josh Keaton impression was funny. Spectacular sounding cocktail and tell you the high score. Tell it to tell it to the high score. Yes. My Josh Keaton is I always try to sound like whimsical and because he always has the tell it to the high score. I remember that. That was for episode 5. Yeah. I can't really do anything now because I'm all stuffy because allergies, but yeah, I do all my one day I'll just do like a video where I'm just going through all the voices and how I get into them. So, oh no. Posted a bunch of pics of both Facebook and DeviantArt. Oh, while I'm standing and dressing in my spider soda. Oh, sweet. You cosplay too? I would like to do cosplay, but the best I got is this face front shirt. Have you guys seen it? Face front shirt. Go buy face front merch and win one of those guys. I can't. Where's my pointing finger? Yes. Okay, I'm pointing to it. You can win that and that if you buy face front merch. And I'm about to revamp the giveaway, but yes, that's the 3-pack, the No Way Home 3-pack, and that's the single pack Spider-Man figure. Those are your merch prizes, or if you buy merch, you get entered for a chance to win those, and you get cool No Way Home merch, or not No Way Home. What's it called? Face front merch. Forgot my own dang channel was called. Is episode 12 the finale? I noticed that every Spider-Man I think had an episode with Tom Holland's Peter. I can't answer that. But episode 12 is happening. There is an episode 12. I can't answer whether or not it's the finale, but it will explain a lot of things. It will explain the whole master plan or reveal. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Episode 12 will make things make sense. The reveal, the everything. But I can't tell you if it's the finale. That's gonna be my little secret for now. See for yourself, man. I was Spider Soda background pick. Also makes Spanish my first language. Testing. Oh man, I try to speak Spanish. I know, I know some Spanish. Um, from high school. Um, I know a lot of cleaning terms. Uh, but I've spoken a little bit of Spanish in my videos because Miles speaks Spanish. Um, and I did Scorpion in episode 7. We said, "Hola, araña pequeña, preparas morir." That means, "Hello, little spider, prepare to die." And then Spider-Man said, "Hoy no, Scorpion," which means "not today, Scorpion." And then Scorpion said, "Du hablas español," which means "you speak Spanish." And then Spider-Man said, "Un poco," which means "a little." So I know some Spanish. Um, you know, I think it's the language the only other language besides English that I'm best at. I can't really do like Russian or German or any of those other languages. I've tried, but I think I'm decent at Spanish. I would like to learn to be fluent. That would be nice. So I can talk to more people. A lot of people in Arizona speak Spanish. Uh, imagine if you brought Web of Shadows version. Oh, that's been a big suggested one for Web Warriors. The Web of Shadows Spider-Man. I would love that. I love that game. It's a great game. Uh, More like autism in me. It's within. It's within. Embrace it. Embrace who you are. Embrace your destiny. Don't run from it. I'm taking Spanish class and it's awesome. Yeah, I took Spanish in high school, but I haven't been to high school in who knows how long. Um, yeah. So yeah, a lot of stuff I do remember from high school. If like I can have like a very simple, basic conversation and sort of hold my own in Spanish for like 32 seconds. And then if the person starts talking back, I'm like, all right. Yeah. Oh goodness. Oh, I can voice Scorpion in it. Scorpion fell in the water and he hasn't been seen since. So if he comes back, I'll let you know. But Spider-Man set up that little web trap and then he got ejected into the ocean. He might come back. We don't know. You say never saw Spider-Man 2000 game version. Yes, that was also a version people asked for. People asked for people. Every Web Warrior that has showed up, somebody or another has asked for. The Web Warriors only exist. I don't know if you're still here, Scarlet Spider, but Scarlet Spider, who has been a longtime Facefront viewer, kept asking, "When is Scarlet? Way is Cade Scarlet Spider ever going to show up in Return of the Spider Verse?" And I'm like, he's not part of the main cast, but I'll see what I can do. And he was very persistent, and he's like, "Hey, when's Kane coming? When's Kane coming?" I'm like, "How am I gonna get Kane in this show?" I couldn't figure it out. And then I'm like, "What if I did a second show with all the spiders that aren't in the main cast that people want to see? Web Warriors." So if Scarlet Spider's still here, you can thank him for Web Warriors because he's the reason it exists. I needed a way to showcase the spiders that people were asking for without compromising the story I was telling in Return to the Spider Verse. But of course, Web Warriors got interweaved with Into the Spider Verse and Return to the Spider Verse, and now it's all one big thing. A lot of Face Front's universe only exists because of you guys. Return of the Spider Verse was never supposed to be a thing. It was supposed to be the Sinister Six video, and then I was going to move on to the Loki video. And then everybody was like, "Well, what happened after you fought Sinister Six?" So I'm like, "Okay, well, I got to tell that story." Then Return to the Spider Verse happened. So honestly, a lot of the Face Front, it wasn't even supposed to be a universe. I wasn't aiming for a Face Front universe. I was just trying to make funny Falcon videos, and then And then when he did the snap of the Infinity Gauntlet, that was meant to be comedic. But then I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I can get some stories out of this. And then I did the Doctor Strange video. Then I did Spider-Verse. And then Spider-Verse spun out and do its own thing. And now is the end of the Marvel Universe. And this has all come accidentally, but like a happy accident. It was good. It's wild. It's wild how Face Front just happened out of nothing. It's great. A favorite episode, a least favorite episode. My favorite episode is 9, the Miles one with Prowler and Black Cat, because I just love that dynamic of Peter, Miles, Black Cat, and Prowler all teaming up and doing the auction and the heist. And I love that episode so much. That's my favorite one. Least favorite is, I don't want to say it, but like episode 1, because I don't know. Sometimes when I look back on my old stuff, I kind of cringe. Like it's still good. It's not bad. Episode 1 is still good, but like, oh goodness. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think we're back. So yeah, episode 1 is good, but like I still didn't have a voice actress for Penny, so I like I used Google Translate and I recorded the voice, and it was I didn't I did, and then my Amazing Spider-Man voice was a little off. My advanced PS4 Spider-Man voice was a little off. There was just something like, if I could go back and do episode 1 again, I probably would. But it is what it is. A lot of people watched it and liked it, and it set up the basis for the show, so that's fine. The only reason I don't like episode 1 is because when I watch it now, I just see so many things. Like, if I could take what I know now, put it on my body then, sort of thing. Like, so many things I could have done better. And I do that with every episode I watch. Like, whenever I watch an episode, I'm like, oh, I should have done that instead of that. But that's why you make more of these and you grow and you learn. On April 13th, I had drawn a Cambodian Spider-Man called Spider Khmer for... I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Come here, New Year, because I'm Cambodian. Nice. I'm terribly sorry. Come... I'm not going to try. I'm sorry. But I'm sure it was very nice. Oh, goodness. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. What's up? Just watching. Hey, Wolverine. Just watching? Cool. Yeah, we're just hanging out. I know that if you have files from which episode you include Scorpion in it, you could replace the Scorpion voice, and that'll be mine. I can't go back and retroactively replace voices in videos. That would be wild. I did both. Like I was just talking about with episode 1, believe me, I would do that. I would go back and I would redub some voices, but I can't. Oh, goodness. Greetings, fellow Americans. George Washington. Welcome to the chat. You have a Discord server? We were talking about it, but I don't have one. I would like to make one. I'm going to look into making one. I'm going to get serious about it. I'm going to commit. I'm going to commit to a Discord server. Here's a question out of nowhere. Have you ever watched Murder Drone series? If you haven't, I recommend you watch it. The Murder Drones. I have not, but it's on my list, along with Jujutsu Kaisen, I think is what you guys said earlier. Yes, I'll watch the Murder Drones and Jujutsu Kaisen. Those are my to watch things. If you bought an Earth 616 Steve Ditko Spider-Man, and Earth 1610 Ultimate Spider-Man, Brian Bendis, because those two are my favorite Spider-Mans in the comics. Yeah. Oh, you like that? Yeah. Those were, I really enjoyed those Web Warriors episodes, especially the Ultimate Spider-Man one, because that was the first Web Warriors 2-parter, because I did the animated Ultimate Spider-Man and the 1610 Ultimate Spider-Man, that I made them fight. So I really did enjoy that the episode. And the 616 Steve Ditko Spider-Man, that I love. Just I did that at the tail end of Spider-Man 60th anniversary, and just to honor Spider-Man. I really like that episode too. Why'd you make Gwen the Master Player? I always thought it was Dr. Doom. Well, I can't tell you why, but Dr. Doom is a good guess. Dr. Doom is elsewhere, but Gwen is she has her reasons. She has her reasons. I will say a lot of villains think that they're doing the right thing. Uh, that's all I'll say. A lot of villains think that they're doing the right thing. That's all I'll say about that. But yeah, uh, she has her reasons. Trying to talk like Yuri Lowenthal is tricky. It is. Yuri Lowenthal wrote a book about voice acting, and I downloaded it. I think I gotta read it because that would be very beneficial to the channel and me. So yeah, because I was watching an Insomniac thing and he mentioned that, and I said, "You have a book?" Him and his wife wrote it. She voice acts too. She plays Yuri Watanabe in the games. I forgot what her name was, but they both wrote the voice acting book. So I'm gonna read that. Maybe up my game. Well, hearing low is easy. Yeah. You ever think that you should collaborate with other YouTubers? Okay, that do stop motion. Trust me, you improve your animation. Okay. All right. In terms of collaborating with like other people to do stop motion for my videos, I have actually thought of that, but I have specific figures and scenes and sets and stuff that it would be difficult to get. It would be difficult, but I have thought about that. That's why I don't use a lot of stop motion because I'm not that like adept with it. I use it in sparingly for like heavy action sequences. I think I'm getting better. I like to think I'm getting better, but yeah, no, I have thought about that. But if we're talking about collaborations in general, because I've been asked several times by several people to do a collaboration, and I came up with this idea. Okay, because the reason collaborations are hard is because like I have my universe going, then somebody has their universe going, and we both got different things going on in our videos. We got to line those up and try to work within each other's timelines, and it then we got to figure out each other's schedules, and come up with a script together. Collaborations are difficult. I came up with a way that anybody that wants to collaborate with Facefront can collaborate with Facefront easily. And I'm, I'll announce more details about it later, but it's called Facefront Fractal Fight, is what it's called. Look out for more information later. But if you ever wanted to collaborate with Facefront, this is going to be this is it. This is going to be the thing that allows anyone at any time to collaborate with me. You'll see. You'll see. It's really cool. I'll show you guys. There'll be more information on that soon. But yes, there is a whole. You'll see. Stealth Hedgehog meeting some characters in Web Warriors. Which characters was Stealth interact with? Probably Spider Ham. That's the easiest. I mean, sentient animal. That's also a spider based being. Yeah, that would be the easiest matchup. Stealth the Hedgehog and Spider Ham. Done. Cool episode. Oh hey, Spider-Gwen episode. I have an idea of mine I was gonna draw. Oh, more fan art. My upcoming drawing is the alternative deleted scene where she speaks to Advanced PS4 and Spectacular. Oh, when she gets surprised seeing Advanced PS4 playing Gran Turismo 4. A bunch of footage to pick with nice. Spectacular was playing a video game in that episode, I believe. That would be fun. Yeah, no, go for it, man. Along with guests, there are several Spider Soda cameos. It's going to be an awkward moment. Anything you draw, I love. Go ahead and post it. Hearing music from the Raimi Spider-Man video games, Ultimate Spider-Man, drew me back to when I first played them. That's the goal. That's the goal. If I can make you nostalgic for those games, then I will do it. That's why I use that music because I played them and it's all running in my head constantly. And if I find a scene that'll match it, like in episode 11, I used the Green Goblin's music from the da, 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 da. I like that song is ingrained in my head fighting the Green Goblin. So of course I used it in the episode. Oh, nostalgia. With this treasure, I summon domain expansion. If that's a reference, I don't understand, but I'm sure you'll explain it. I never get my own drawing for your. Uh, I never get my own drawing for your upcoming alternative scenes, but fan art's only when I'll get the chance. Go ahead. You're gonna collaborate. Who you collaborate with? Uh, now you know what? It's a big inspiration for the videos that I do. Uh, it's this YouTuber of old. I don't know if any of you know him, but his name was is just some random guy, and he used to do these videos back in like 2007. It was called "I'm a Marvel and I'm a DC," and like those were the first action figure videos I saw. Was him doing his little thing, and that was a big inspiration for me to start doing my own action video. Like ever since I saw him doing his, I wanted to do some of my own. But then when the world needed him most, he vanished, and he came back for like a few months years ago, but I haven't seen him since. If I was to choose one YouTuber to collaborate with, I would find him in whatever bunker he's in. He's probably got a beard that's this long. He's hunched over. He's gonna look up and like, so you finally found me. And I'll be like, let's collab, buddy. That would be great. It's just a random guy. He had such like his videos were on Marvel.com at one point. Like I was on Marvel.com and they had his videos on there. Like that was insane. That was I loved this just some random guy. Big inspiration to me. If I was ever to collaborate with somebody, it would be him. Spider-Man's appearance in X-Men 97 is the closest thing we get for Spider-Man 98. It was great. As I've said twice in the stream already, I said, yo. Oh, that was so cool to see. That series is firing on all cylinders, bro. It does not miss. Last time we saw Spider-Man X-Men cartoons from the Dark Phoenix episode. Yeah. Do you count that? Because it was just his hand. Just flipped. We didn't see Spider-Man. We saw his shadow and we saw his hand. That's all we saw. But I guess technically that's the last time we saw Spider-Man in that show. Also get to work drawing Web Wars episodes. Be warned, there'll be a bunch of spoilers. That's fine. These episodes have been out. People have time to watch them. You know what else inspired 1610 came through? I thought you tried to sell like Sean Marquette from 2005. I was. I don't know if I succeeded, but I always try to get the voices as close as possible. If not, then I do my own version of it, i.e., if I Tom Holland voice. Spider-Man. Stop, you people. Okay. I have to go through this every stream. I'm not going to sing. Okay, I know you guys keep trying to make me sing, but ever since I botched the Spider-Man Unlimited song 10 streams ago, I'm not gonna sing on stream. Stop trying to make me sing. I swear, you guys are wild. Goodness. I know him. He started high on Marvel IMDb. Yeah, just a random guy. Great videos. X-Men lyrics. Now you're trying to get me to the X-Men song. I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me sing. Mr. Washington. Go back on the dollar bill. The $100 bill. No, that's Benjamin. What bill is Washington? Is it the $1 bill? I don't carry cash that often. It's funny seeing Marvel DC characters comparing their movies. It was. Those videos are great, man. Especially because I was a kid. I was like 13 or something when I saw them. I loved those videos so much. I spent hours just watching him. He was great. He's a big inspiration for me. Big. To be honest, Drake Bell's underrated Spider-Man voice acting, except for the way he screams. His scream is wild. Yo, his scream is wild. Oh, goodness. I like Drake Bell's Spider-Man. I liked him. I thought he was great. When they announced him, I was like, that makes perfect sense. Honestly, surprised it took so long. The Web Warriors episodes start up Ultimate Disney XD I have watched. Oh yeah, the Ultimate Disney XD. Yeah, I love that one. I got the best compliment on that episode. Somebody said it felt like they were watching an episode of Ultimate Spider-Man. I was like, oh, thank you, because I tried. I did as many gags as I could. Did the cutaway gag. I did the mini Spidey, the little chibi Spidey gag. I forgot the monkey noise. I was going to do the monkey noise. I had the perfect moment. It was when Beetle launched a missile at him, and I meant to put it in there, and I forgot to do it, and I was so upset. It's always gonna. I meant to do the monkey noise, but um, whatever. I did everything else. The monkey noise would have been the icing on the cake. Uh, Man, he doesn't know anything about Thanos. Thanos already existed in Avengers Assemble episode, but Spider-Man wasn't there, was he? Yeah, Spider-Man didn't face Thanos in that show, as far as I remember. I thought for a second, but then I remember no, that was the 2017 show where he fought like a Carnage Thanos. That was so weird. But yeah, Spider-Man in that universe never came face to face with Thanos, so that's why I, said he never like he didn't really know anything about Thanos in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. Another YouTuber made Superhero Cafe where Batman and Superman just sit and chat about because of yeah, that's how it should have ended. How it should have ended also from that era of they're still going though. They're still going strong. They do animation, which takes a lot longer. So but yeah, I ever since the Spider-Man 3, how it should have ended, I've been watching their channel. They're great too. Yeah, much respect to them because they do animation that takes so long, so much work. He, Drake Bell did voice Spider-Man or Spidey's Heroes. The world's about. Stop trying to get me to sing. Yes, I know, but he wasn't supposed to. That was actually Josh Keaton, and they redubbed him with Drake Bell to tie in with Ultimate Spider-Man. Josh Keaton voiced that episode. He did the lines, and he was set to go. But then, because Spectacular Spider-Man was canceled and Ultimate Spider-Man was coming, they wanted to get us. They wanted to tie in Drake Bell, and so they redubbed his lines. And Josh Keaton didn't know about it. That sucked. But yeah, I do remember that. We never got a chance to see Spider-Man fighting Thanos. Not in that show, but we did in the MCU and the comics. Spider-Man, Superman, and Batman are the best superheroes. Uh, as always, there, George Washington Theodore, Mount Rushmore. Okay, so I saw this one guy on Twitter, and he said that the Mount Rushmore of superheroes were Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. And then you had all these clowns in the comments saying, "Get Wonder Woman out of there! No, not Wonder Woman. This should be Wolverine." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I don't." Let's get this straight, Drew Williams. I'm not a big DC fan at all. I really don't like a lot of DC heroes. But how are you going to say that Wolverine is more popular than Wonder Woman? Wonder Woman? Wonder Woman. She's the face of like female superheroes. Period. Like, oh my god, my brother's girlfriend. She does not know like anything about superheroes, so she's the litmus test. And I said, hey, would she know who Wolverine is if you showed her him in the yellow costume? He said no, not at all. I said, would she know who Wonder Woman is? He said yes, completely. Because that, like, I have met people that they see Wolverine in the yellow suit and the cowl, they don't know who it is. I had a Marvel shirt on and with all the bunch of heroes on it, and they saw Black Panther, they called him Batman. This was before the movie, but still. And then they saw Wolverine, like, I don't know who that is. I was like, it's Wolverine, like, that's not Wolverine. I'm like, he has a costume in the comics. Yeah, but everybody knows who freaking Wonder Woman is. So that was just so stupid. Oh my goodness gracious. Everybody's heroes never got to see Spider-Man face the Red Hulk. Face to face with Red Hulk. I don't think Spider-Man would have been able to do much against Red Hulk. He could catch fire. He teamed up with Red Hulk in the Avenging Spider-Man comic book. I remember that. We didn't see Spider-Man do a lot in Spidey's Heroes. He was in like 3 episodes, maybe 4. I wish Josh Keaton nurse Spidey's Heroes before he got replaced by Drake Bell. Yeah, I wish we could at least like find lost footage and hear it, because that would be nice. I didn't EMH fan art once. I don't doubt it. Spectacular Spider was supposed to be canon or Spidey's Heroes and Wolverine the X-Men. I don't doubt that either. I actually believe that. But they were on separate. Sony owned the rights to Spider-Man television at the time, so Spectacular Spider-Man actually couldn't use a lot of characters I'm sure they would have liked to use. Wolverine wasn't that popular as Wonder Woman. Exactly. If you want someone other than Wonder Woman, put Captain America instead. Even Captain America, bro. Like, now a lot of people know who Captain America is and what he's about, but like, Wonder Woman just is more culturally. She had the old theme song. She had the old TV show, and like when you say female superhero go, first person everybody's gonna say is Wonder Woman. Like that's just how it is. That's just how it is. I think Flash should get more love because he had two great shows in the '90s in the CW. Yeah, Flash is a pretty cool character. Uh, I guess, but like I said, I don't like DC that much, but Flash is cool. I did watch. I watched the Flash show for a long time because my brother likes DC. Uh, I watched the Flash show for a long time. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it, especially the Gorilla Grodd. Then get Gorilla Grodd versus King Shark. That was a cool episode. Example these, but with Hulk. Oh, nice. Those appearances. Look at clips images. Interesting. I think Wolverine only got popular once Hugh Jackman played him. Correct. The only that makes Captain America more popular is the MCU. Correct. Like a lot of heroes don't really get popular until they're in media. Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman all had movies and shows way back in the day, so they're. And then Spider-Man had the '60s show, the most iconic theme song ever. Like the only person I could see people making argument for was Hulk because he had the Lou Ferrigno show. But I'd say Hulk is a close fifth after Wonder Woman. TBH, Wolverine is more like an anti-hero. Kinda, yeah. He does have a good heart, but like he's not afraid to slice and dice with people. Best take on Hulk, in my opinion, was 2008 Edward Norton. Thank you. Love the Incredible Hulk. Don't know why so many people do. It was like the perfect Hulk movie. He fought Abomination. He said Betty. He said Hulk smash. And he fought General Ross in the army. Like they checked all the boxes for a Hulk movie. Like it was. Love that one. And Edward Norton, I personally think better embodied Bruce Banner than Mark Ruffalo. Because like Mark Ruffalo, in my opinion, he's just like too stocky and too built, and Edward Norton kind of was more lean, and that's how he always like had Bruce Banner depicted in my image. But that's just me. I also did a drawing right after Incredible Hulk number 600 where Spider-Man fights off Red Hulk. Sweet. Batman's Superman, Spider-Man, always popular. Correct. I made it for the first time Peter met Thaddeus Ross. Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. Like I said, Spider-Man and Hulk, like I said, they've had that team up issue, but I haven't really read anything of them fighting each other. Just that team up issue. I'm gonna tell you guys my secret. What's your secret? George Washington. Man of Steel is my favorite Superman movie. There, I said I don't see the problem with that. I like Man of Steel. I really enjoy Man of Steel a lot, actually. I don't see why so many people don't like it. I always I like DC movies that DC fans hate, and I guess that's why I'm not a DC fan because I like Man of Steel, but all DC fans like, oh, I hate Man of Steel. I liked it. I don't know what everybody's problem is with that movie. I enjoyed it. Holy heavens, no one else has ever done the new EMH fan art but me. I'm sure there's other Earth's Mightiest Heroes fan art out there. I mean, maybe not recently, but I'm sure there's plenty. I know a lot of people like to draw Wasp from that show. A lot of people like to draw Wasp from that show. I like 2011 Thor more than Thor Ragnarok. I do too. Honestly, 2011 Thor is my favorite Thor movie. The first Thor movie. It's just so there's just something about it. Thor he goes to Earth, he gets humble, he fights the destroyer, he destroys the Bifrost Bridge. That was like one of the most powerful moments in the entire MCU for me. When Thor destroys the Bifrost, when Loki's destroying Jotunheim and Thor doesn't know how to stop the bridge, and Loki's like, "Oh, that power, what good to do you now?" And Thor just when he does that first slam, and then Odin opens his eyes in the Odin sleep or eye. And then Loki's like, if you destroy that bridge, you'll never see her again. And Thor's just like that was one of Thor's mightiest moments where he literally just hammers the Bifrost Bridge. And he's like, I'm sorry, Jane. Just, that moment just gets me right. I love that first Thor movie. Christopher Reeve was definitive live action Superman. For a lot of people, yes, he was. He really was. Nobody's going to doubt that. He was the first, I don't think the first, but the first like big, like, the first Superman movie. Like he's the most popular. He's the Superman was disrespected in media, and that's is a disgrace for the American history. When was he disrespected? Dang, Superman's been disrespected a lot, actually. Superman and Lois, though, that's a great show. I really like that show. I don't like Superman, but I like that show. That's great. It makes me like Superman. That show makes me like Superman. Randomly, if the Hulkbuster weapons could only hurt Hulk, it could kill Spider-Man. If the Hulkbuster military soldiers aim their weapons at Spidey. Well, let's hope that ever happens. Spider-Man would dodge a lot, though. That's why the thing about things that would kill Spider-Man is that he dodges a lot. So if his spider sense is on 11 and he's flipping out of the way, you have to hit him to kill him. See, that's the trick. Sure, the Hulkbuster military can kill Spider-Man, but you have to catch him first. Live action Batman movies, Tim Burton's with Michael Keaton. Yes. A lot of people like the Christopher Nolan movies, though, but those Michael Keaton movies were pretty rad. The other heroes who are weak enough to hold off against Hulkbuster weapons. I don't know. I've seen people take some hits from Hulkbusters. Hulkbusters barely work against the Hulk. Like they're not as tough as some people think they are. Like how Thor was portrayed in the first Thor movie. I don't know why they ditched that. Yeah, he was. He was. The thing about it is like the fish out of water comedy worked really well with him. He was still funny, but it was more natural. Like when he does he's another slams it down. Like it's funny because it's something that he's doesn't have a problem with, but we know that's not normal to do. When he walks into the pet store, it's like, I need a horse. Like, because he comes from another world and he's like, Asgard, there's horses everywhere. He sees an animal shop, like, oh, I can get a horse there. But that's not, it was funny, but like the humor, I don't know, the humor worked for I liked Ragnarok. I didn't. The only thing I didn't like in Ragnarok was how they disrespected the Warriors 3. But I enjoy Ragnarok for what it was. I'll always love the first Thor movie. I really like that movie so much. Speaking of Wasp, this version of Wasp vs. Mightiest Heroes, she's become fanboy's favorite waifu. Yeah, I'm aware. Everybody's in love with that version of Wasp. Actually, the very first Action Superman 1948 serial played by Kirk Allen. Jeez, the more you know. Yeah, Superman's been around for a hot minute, bro. Like, goodness gracious. Saw this fan art, so I was scrolling in DeviantArt. Jay, when you scroll through DeviantArt, keep the safe search on, my friend. When you turn it off, you see things and you can't come back from them. So you think 2008 Hulk movie had a checklist? 2002 Spider-Man movie did this as well. I'm hesitant to say that. I'm hesitant to say that because, well, I mean, because I'll tentatively agree. Um, in terms of Spider-Man's origin story, yes, I will agree with you, except for the web shooters, obviously, but I will tentatively agree with that. Um, yeah, I'll go with you on that one. Andrew. I would have given Thor a horse if he was banished in my time. I'm glad you would, George Washington. Thor deserves a horse. No wonder why they kept falling in love with that version of Wasp. She is adorable. She's the most adorable version of Wasp ever. In fact, what's your top 5 superhero castings? Jeez, don't do that to me right now. Top 5 superheroes. There's so many now. Back then, like 20 years ago, this would have been a lot easier. Oh my god. J. Jonah Jameson, J.K. Simmons. I'm not gonna choose a Spider-Man. I don't want to do that. RDJ is Iron Man. See, I don't think. Jeez, buddy. I gotta think about that. For sure, J.K. Simmons and Robert Downey Jr. For sure, those two. For sure. Incredible Hulk. That was my favorite iteration of Hulk. MCU turned into a green gorilla ghoulie wants to smash. I like how he was presented in the first Avengers movie. I like how they did him. He was a bit gorilla-like. I will give you that, but I do like how they did him with because like that, that was of course the 2008 Hulk movie was fantastic, but I do like how just strong and his little rivalry with Thor, and he took down one of those big leviathans. That I liked how strong Hulk was presented in the first Avengers movie. Uh, Eve Schwartz is hot. Oh wait, I'm like 100 years old, sitting over a 30-year-old woman. Check yourself at the door, Washington. Oh, you. You guys are wild. You guys are wild. Excuse me. Oh. Oh, I forgot I'm dead. Yes, Washington, you're dead. Goodness, man. Whew. Well, we are approaching the 2 hour mark. So I think I'm going to wrap this stream up. Goodness, I think this is the longest I've ever streamed. No, looks like there's another ad break coming up. Goodness gracious. Let me just skip that. I can do that. Okay, good. All right. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. Well, I had a good time. Keep your eyes out next week for Mary Marvel Mayhem, Marvel 616 Retold. Make sure you make a face for an account for next live stream. We're gonna do a face front live event. Make sure you go vote Eileen for Supermom to get your name in the credits for episode 12 of Spider Verse. And keep your eyes out for information on Fractal Fight to collab with Facefront if you've ever wanted to. Let's check these last few questions. I hope we'll get to see a new series, Spider Gang Reacts. Like I said, is something I look into and I would like to do. So let's hope. Let's hope I can get around to it. I would like to do something like that. It really would be cool. Not just movies, but like TV shows too. Oh, if I had to pick one of these canceled Spider-Man projects, which one would you pick? Spider-Man 98, Spider-Man 4, 2003, Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3. Scratch Remy 4 and Tazzle 3 because I think that those stories I think they're fine the way they are. Like it would be nice to add on to them, but I don't think it's necessary. Spectacular Season 3 and Spider-Man. I'm gonna go Spider-Man 98 because I like that more than Spectacular Spider-Man. I love Spectacular Spider-Man, but Spider-Man 90 series is my favorite Spider-Man show. I hope we'll get episode voices for episode. We'll see, buddy. We will see. Like I said, if I get an opening, I will let you know. Planning for a storyboard animatic has been leaked. That's cool. I think I saw something about that. Vulture in them. Agents of Shield should be canon. I'll arrest people who don't want it to be canon. Agents of Shield is canon. I will die on that hill. I will always die on that hill. Agents of Shield is canon. Nobody can convince me otherwise. Whew. All right. Well, good stream, I think. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you, KCI Productions, if you're still here for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. And I'll see you next time. Face front, true believers. And I'll see you in the multiverse. Bye.